Hello! My name is Cars82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons series. Season 2. Having a minor bit of an issue with our coke ovens, and I'm not entirely sure what the issue is. As we can see, there's wood sitting in here. For some reason, we're having issues getting it into the coke ovens. Like, this was completely empty. This is completely empty. That's completely empty. This one has that in there. So I'm actually replacing this one line down here with bigger size item pipes. I think that will fix it. I could be wrong, but yeah, what I think is happening is that the one stack per 8 seconds is having an issue keeping up with all the coke ovens. So I've done the one kind of like the main line into a bigger size, and then I'm still left the smaller ones kind of branching off it. We'll see if that works. I don't know. I don't think it's the conveyor causing the issue, because like we said, there is wood sitting in this pipe. We can see it right there. So that tells me that it's not that it's not being pulled out of the barrel fast enough. That tells me it's a pipe issue. But I do find it a bit strange that there's wood sitting in there when we have coke ovens that need wood. I have checked all the connections, so I know that is not that's not the issue. I did have the same issue before, that it wasn't pulling out the charcoal fast enough, and I upgraded this line. So the small ones are going to coke ovens and they go into a bigger size of tin pipe, and that fixed the issue. So what I think it is happening, it's just not able to go through that fast enough. The thing that kind of surprises me, sometimes it seems to do a whole stack, and then sometimes it does one at once. I don't know if it's like, I'm guessing it might possibly be that it checks the closest one and then goes to the next and then the next. And then, so when it checks the first one, it's like, oh, we need one in here. So it sends the one down. And then like 8 seconds later, it'll check the next one in the line. And it'll be like, oh, we need one in this one. And it'll send there. So I think that may be what it's doing. And then by the time it finally gets to one down here, it'll send more. Because it does send, I have seen it drop a whole stack in at once. But I think maybe that's what it's doing. Or it's just not being able to feed in fast enough into the coke ovens, that by the time it gets to a certain coke oven, the first one is already needing another one, so it kind of like resets. Is maybe what is going on. But to be honest, I really don't know. I don't know how this coded. We would need we would need someone that knows how like GregTech pipes are coded to answer that question for us. But we'll let that run, and we will see. But quite a few of these do not have any in it. So I'm gonna let that run for 20, 30 minutes or something like that, and we'll come back and check it. It's not really an issue. We are not burning anywhere. We're not burning charcoal fast enough for it to really be an issue at the point. But once I expand these as needed, yeah, we're gonna be burning more. We'll be burning more charcoal. But I mean, I'm barely even running the machines at the moment, so there's no point in worrying. I just wanted to kind of do that and see if that made a difference. But, all right. So, last episode, we finally got our... I guess I don't need to close that. We finally got our circuit assembly crafted up, which means we can make circuits a bit cheaper. They're not, like, super easy to make, but they are a bit easier to make. And I definitely need to get... I'm thinking advanced assembly machine we'll get today. That's going to take me a little while to go, but we should have everything that we need. Let me throw that in there. I don't know why I'm carrying that around on me. We'll get that done. And the energy hatch. I think we need to at least get at that, and then we can get this a little more organized. Maybe get rid of some of these even. Question is... Alright, I was just about to say, what tier are we going to do? We'll just do the LV tier. There's no reason to make these MV. They're not... It's not like a bottleneck anywhere. Yeah, it's not fast, but it's not causing me like any pain. I'm not sitting waiting for anything, for the most part. So yeah, I think I'll just replace it with these LV, but like we know, LV circuits are a bit easier. Not like super easy to make, but they're a little bit easier to craft up in the circuit assembler than doing it that way. Alright, so let me get a bit organized here. I need to clear out my inventory a little bit because there is a lot of stuff in there. And me goes to those. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to get ingots back from those. I think we can actually... Can we pulverize those? That's probably the easier way to do it. I'll leave them though. We don't... Maybe we'll need 10 item pipes. They work for a lot of stuff. But anything that needs some sort of speed, these are way too slow. But, okay, we'll be back. Okay, we are back. I was gonna sleep, but alright, there we go. Yeah, so I have done a bunch of crafting. Ready to go. I'm just waiting for copper wires. That should be the four MB circuits that we need. And while I had stuff building, I did a bit more kind of building. Remove that kind of like ledge, put it on top. I don't know if I like that, but I'm kind of thinking maybe splitting this in half. I don't know. That was just kind of a rough outline. But yeah, we've gone ahead and we've got all these completely full now. Did replace even more tin pipes with the bigger variant, so that's the small tin pipes. So we got the tiny at the very end, small, and then the large one, or the regular ones out here, to get everything full. Because even with the large pipe there, it wasn't fast enough to fill everything. Although I did just notice that this one coke oven, it's like just not enough to reach this one. As we can see, it's just not pulling it out just fast enough. So that one might be an issue, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's like the only one. It's all because of the pipes. The pipes just aren't big enough, and I'm not overly worried about it right now. Anyway, enough of this. I've talked about this so much. We need to let's move on. I do like that build though. That was really fun building that. All right, there we go. Our MV good circuits. 2 robot arms. And there we go. Advanced assembly machine. All right, that feels pretty cool. I think I'm gonna almost, yeah, let's just right away do this, and then I can start spreading out these machines, because the way I have this is just kind of crazy. I will 100% admit that the way I have this set up at the moment is nuts. Also, I've crafted up a fluid trash can with the ender pearl. that we ended up getting. But all right, so do this. I didn't even look to see if that. Usually I double check the tier to make sure I had it right, and I didn't even look there. I can't remember if this actually needs. Right, that does need thing. Oh, this has a 1. All right, and there we go. That is the final piece for the energy hatches. So each tier of energy hatch is going to be locked behind that tier assembly machine, which is actually a pretty oh, I apparently miscounted. I have a few extra stuff here. That is a pretty decent gate because the robot arms for the assembly machine are also kind of gated with the circuits. So yeah, the hatches are definitely quite difficult to make in GregTech New Horizons. That is definitely by design. You can argue if that is good or bad. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. That I'm just trying to empty out my little bit here. I don't think we need that clay dust. Throw it in there. Like having that one empty. All right, so we got our new thing here. So how do we want to go about doing this? We will. I'm thinking. Man, how do I want to do this? I'm probably going to. I can move the energy hatch. Doesn't need to be right here. I can probably start. I forgot to grab wire cutters. Go ahead and what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna need. I don't think I'm gonna need the. We're not gonna need the blast furnace until I get it reset up. So I think we're gonna use these battery buffers, and we'll send this into. This will be the battery buffer for my LV machines. I forgot I can't get back there because of my amazing base design. Yeah, so we'll just do make sure I don't do anything silly here. We have seen explosions before. I'm not doing anything super crazy here. Not yet. I will do a backup before I start moving this around. All right, so there we go. That's our MV. Man, I really don't like not having colored cables. I think we should start. Maybe I'll try to get some spray cans. These are a bit annoying to make. I wish these weren't so annoying to make. It's the red dye, and then you have to can it. But it's quite a bit of red dye that goes into one thing. I remember this being quite annoying. I don't have sulfuric acid really at the moment. All right, so we're not quite. I could do that, but I'm not going to stress about it quite yet. I maybe work in that between episodes. All right, so that's that, and then steam. I think I almost kind of want to. All right, before I start moving everything, I think I need to get these kind of replaced, to be honest. Because then I can get rid of this. This steam line is kind of blocking it a little bit. Let me do some thinking here. if I can about how I want to do this. Okay, so I've gone ahead, broke down all the stuff. I just moved my chest over here just temporarily, just to get the stuff out of the way so I can kind of see what we are working with. I did throw a little ladder down there. It's kind of in the middle. I don't think I'm gonna leave it there, but maybe I'll throw a trapdoor on it or something like that. But yeah, I just trying to figure out how we want to do this, and I think we're gonna do. I think I want to. I think I'm gonna move this. Ooh, I need to get that before that. Don't want that to despawn. Got him. I think I'm gonna move this back one. Because unfortunately the steam turbines kind of a pain, but you can output from the bottom, so it's a bit of a pain when you're trying to design. Right, that's the same size, right? I think so. It just looked a bit funny. Yeah. And come down. Yes, to here. Is this what I want to do? I think so. Let me just do this so the steam isn't bouncing, causing issues. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and then we'll have the steam turbine here. Kind of funny that it's completely enclosed like the fan, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so there we go. It's getting the steam. Yeah, we're good. And then I'm gonna throw, is this? Actually, now that I'm... Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright, yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll put the battery buffer there. There. There, I think. Alright, so that's basically... Oh, wire cutters, not that. Alright, that's basically how I had it before. Yeah, so that goes into the thing, and then it's transformed down into the batteries for all my LV stuff. So that is better than I had before. I did have those batteries on the thing. Now I need to do this. I think I'm just gonna remove this. Get rid of these 2 LV energy hatches and replace it with the 1. Now I have somewhere, pretty sure I had, yeah. Pretty sure I have that. Also need to grab this before, don't want that despawning. I can always, I don't want to break that because then it'll screw up my maintenance. So that is kind of stuck there, unfortunately. So we'll throw that there, and then I guess we'll throw our, this is where we have to make sure we don't screw stuff up, like place LV hatches down. Thankfully, the cables don't automatically connect to energy hatches, so that's actually pretty cool. Now, the energy hatches technically can pull more than 1 amp. I don't, that's not a thing, is it? No, I didn't think that. I can never remember if you can do that in which version. Some versions of GregTech I have been able to connect. Yeah. Put 2 cables together and they will join up, but sometimes they don't. This one we have to, I think we'll do, is that what I want to do? Yeah, we'll make 2. And that actually just happen to have enough rubber in there. That's good. All right. So this only needs a 2x cable because this can only pull 2 amps. And if something burns up, that shouldn't, then I don't know what to say. There we go. So even though this is can output 4 amps, this can only ever pull 2 amps, so you only need a 2x cable. That definitely differs from GregTech Community Edition. So yeah, make sure if you're copying the setup or whatever I'm doing, make sure you are on the correct version, because this would definitely not work in GregTech Community Edition. That would burn up. Oh man, I'm like looking at that. I kind of wanted it out here so I could, yeah, or I might change this actually. I might change this back. Kind of want to be able to run MV machines like this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let me redesign that really quick. Okay, I just moved it. I just heard a Enderman. That's why I was looking over there. I've just moved it over here and then out the side. We do need it relatively close still to the blast furnace because of cable loss. But we can move 8 cables and still have enough to get there. I think I'm just gonna kind of do this, I think. Again, don't usually like having cables visible like that and then seeing like the floor underneath, which that grass looks terrible down there, but is what it is. Right, so I guess we'll do that like there. I don't know. I think the lathe is... Actually, I really don't know. I'll have to take a look. The advanced electrolyzer is actually usually pretty power hungry. I don't think the extruder is. But yeah, so I'm doing the smaller cables just to save a little bit of resources. It's not... I'm not saving like much there. I don't even need to do that. I could do it to be super safe. I could do 4x cables all along, but this one's never going to pull more than 2 amps, so we don't need it. But if I extend that line, we'll have to do something about that. All right, so I think that is, at least for now, I think. At least we got our 2 sections of machines. We got our MV machines going this way. We got our LV machines kind of going that way. This is in the middle. I was debating whether I wanted to move this, but I think really, and I think it's not really that in the way, to be honest. But if the need arises, we can always move it. Maybe like over here, and then I could even like maybe put it here and then rotate these machines so they're on this side. Maybe I'll do that, but yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I may drop those underneath a little bit, but all right, so that is that. Feels cool. Just double check this works. Explosions? No. All right, no explosions. So yeah, now it's running on MV power directly from our MV batteries. Our turbine is running fine. So yeah, there we go. We got we're producing enough power to run this permanently, no issues, off MV power. And if there is some little bit of issue with cable loss or something like that, we have a rather large battery buffer to keep it going. But yeah, that is it always feels really cool when you get you know, your blast furnace upgraded and it runs. You can run it like permanently. Which, ironically, in my FTB interaction series, I think we're what, like episode 90? And, no, I can actually run it permanently now. No, we upgraded once we got our diesel. That's right. We can run it permanently now. But it took about 80-something episodes before we got to that point. But, yeah, we're good. All right, so what do we want to do next? I think we've hit some pretty cool milestones. We are going to have to... A portable prospecting tool could be helpful. They just die so fast. I remember they like broke really, really quick. Auto miner. It's always something that is fun to get. I think, though... I think we should start working towards oil. So we can get some plastics going. That's kind of like the next big gate. Plastics will make things a lot easier. They will make... We'll be able to get SMD stuff. Electrum carbon, polyethylene. And these make crafting up circuits a gabillion times easier. So I think we want to do that. Now, oil. Kind of funny I haven't... Somehow I've missed clearing that. Is that oil? That might be oil. What would be the easiest? I'm gonna have to find maybe this one. This would probably be, if this is a... What time is it? Is it sun going down? Not. Also, don't run over your crops. They will pop out of the ground. Thank you, IC2, for that fabulous mechanic. I got 2 pizzas on me. There we go. Out of food, though. I probably shouldn't be running. I really don't have a good... I really don't have a good food source. I'm kind of just holding out until we can get to HV, because then I can make tin cans, and we won't even ever have to worry about what type of food we are eating. Am I going even... I'm going the right way, right? Ooh, we got a totem over here. Didn't realize that was a totem. Alright, it is a oil spout. Alright, cool. I thought it was, I just couldn't... I wasn't 100% sure from... Look at that thing. Now, I don't think it's super big. I think the size of the oil thing above the ground determines how big it is. But this is only going to be temporary. We'll never really have to go through multiple of those. We'll just do the one, and then, yeah, I guess we'll get a pump going. Question is, how do we want to power it? Probably a diesel generator. We can just do LV, and we'll use the oil that we pump from it to pump more. I think that's possible in GregTech New Horizons. I can't remember, actually. Either that, or since we are not going to be tearing through the oil, I could just throw some, like a battery buffer and some LV batteries over there and get, you know, a few hundred buckets of oil, and that will last us for quite a long time until we can get the oil. Is it oil drilling or drilling? Until we can get the drilling rig. I mean, this is... I'm actually looking at that, and it is actually MV. I don't think I'm quite right. I think the pump would be the easiest. Because I haven't done any prospecting or anything like that. We don't have anything set to do that. And we kind of need to know what our oil is in this chunk before I set that up. So I'm thinking pump. This basic pump. Just 2 LV circuits for those, an LV machine. I mean, that is super, super easy to get. All right, let me get that. We'll be back. And there is the basic pump. Very cool. I don't know if there's a quest for that. Is there? Doesn't appear to be. Maybe there's more to the thing. But I did craft up a basic combustion generator. Really easy. Basically just steel and a 1 circuit. So we got our basic combustion generator. We got that. We did get a quest done for that. I'm actually burning my creosote, but we do get a few things from that. I'm going to throw that over here. Now we got a super tank from, didn't we get it from like a, we got it from like a loot bag or something, didn't we? Alright, is it? No, I guess it's, seems like daytime. Right. So I wanted to show that. So I'm pretty sure, I am not mistaken, we can run this pump off the oil we're going to pump up. And they are big enough that the little bit of oil that we use with the combustion generator won't be too big of an issue. Oh, there's more of that quarried stone. I do like that white kind of cobblestone that I have. The base. It was over here, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. Alright. Also, don't fall in this thing, because that is a nightmare that you don't want to have to deal with. I just realized I forgot to grab some mining pipes as well. Pretty sure this needs mining pipes. Disable itself upon hitting rocks. Disable the bottom pump to retract the pipes. Yeah, we do need pipes. Dang it. They are relatively easy to make. You just need an extruder. Depending on the material that you use, like a small steel gives you 2, tiny one gives you 1. Stainless gives you like a tiny 1 to 8, 16. Yeah, so they are relatively easy to craft up. Let me grab that really quick and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. I got 16. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Do that, and then basic. I think these just go in there like that. I think. We'll do a basic combustion generator. I may need to... Alright, I'm gonna have to probably use these actually. That... Can't remember. Can we... No, I don't think we can pump out the side. It has to be out the top. Alright, so that'll go in there. This needs to go that way. And then on top, we will throw the super tank. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright, yeah. So basically it will... I think that's on the right one. Yeah, alright. So yeah, it'll pump out the oil, go into... actually... I think the... I think the tank needs to be farther away, actually. Otherwise, it will prioritize the super tank. And we are running out of time here. We're going to have stuff spawning. Alright, it is running. That dropped pipe. We should be getting the oil in there. And there we go. Alright, we're pumping oil. Alright, I gotta get back to the base. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.